The Andrew 26101 Show.
My name is James. I got shot in the head back in 2006. How I got shot in the head? I got shot in the head from doing too much showboating. I pulled out a large amount of money in front of a girl one time back in 2006, and she was just making phone calls, man. But I don't understand. I was off a pill. I was high. I wasn't even thinking. That was the last thing I thought, that she'd do some shit like that, though. But I hit a couple of turns, and I went to the hood. I'm from 82nd and Birch in East Oakland. I got out the car. I was talking to a couple of my partners and shit. I got back in the car. She was like, something, make sure that shit don't hit me. But I didn't know that that's what she was talking about, though. She had a little skirt on. She was looking good. So, hey, I'm trying to get my freak on. I'm not even thinking about getting killed at this time. I was young. I was 23. But long story short, man, I got back in my car, got to the stoplight up on 82nd and MacArthur. And I get to the stoplight on MacArthur, shit, it felt like a bee sting, man. So I took my hat off. I'm like, it's a bee in the car. She hiding up under the dashboard in the passenger seat. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, man, don't start tripping off the pill. She like, I ain't tripping off the pill. She like, somebody just bust at your car. It scared me when she said that shit, because I looked up. My sunroof was broken. The sunroof was broken, man. I just got hella sleepy. I just started laying, putting my head back, and hella shit started rolling from the back of my neck. I did like this, and it was blood. I don't know what made me do it, but I stuck both my fingers like this into the hole in my head, and I was playing with it like, oh shit, I'm shot in the head. And I was still able to talk and everything, though, but somebody opened the door and punched me in the mouth, man. When they punched me in the mouth, that knocked me out for 32 months. I don't remember much more of that. That's all I really remember, man. I woke up 32 months later with a whole ass baby. Like, somebody was having sex with me in a coma. Like, seriously. And long story short, just don't be flashing money in front of girls, man. Especially girls from Oakland. That can be girls from anywhere can do some shit like that to a nigga, though, for real. But this is why I wear the helmet. 32-month coma, I wear the helmet because I don't have a skull. And my head is made of clay. I got clay around my brain. So this is to protect me from having seizures. Somebody can punch me in my head and just kill me. Easy as fuck. But hopefully that don't happen. That's why I do comedy. Just stay making friends. Stay making more friends instead of making more enemies. I'd rather make friends than enemies. Like, I used to be hood, but I don't want to be hood no more. I just want to be a dude that's just do comedy, man. Make people laugh. That's all I care about, is bringing a smile to somebody else's face and makes me laugh.
It's only going to get worse, depending on what your religious beliefs are. I don't know what yours are, or people who watch my channel religious belief is. Everybody may have their political views or the religious beliefs of what they think. Maybe totally different from mine, but I'm only going to express to you, as a Christian, as what I see, as me believing in the Bible, as me reading the chapters of the Bible and showing a forecast of things to come. Now, there may be some that may not believe in Bible scriptures. That's okay. That's totally up to you and your whatever you believe in your consent. But this is what I believe, because I grew up in a Christian church. I grew up of reading the Bible. Now, I didn't really take too much heed into listening or reading the Bible until I started to see the events folded right in front of my eyes from reading certain parts of the Bible scriptures. Now, I'm going to come out with a video tomorrow, probably a live streaming. I'm not too sure, but it's going to be called Lovers of Themselves. And as a prediction of what's a forecast of things to come, of what we're seeing right now on the end of times on this earth. We are living at the end of times on this earth, whether you guys believe it or not. Even if you believe in the Bible, that's totally up to you. But if you read the scriptures, everything that they're stating in the Bible is starting to happen right in front of our eyes. People have become lovers of themselves. People don't care about others anymore. People are selfish, vindictive, especially women. Fellas, to my fellas out there, have you guys realized, or have you noticed, I should say, going outside of your house, of your home, have you kind of looked at women and see the way they look? Just look into their eyes, or even just checking out their body language. Why is it that women look so mean and evil? As if they don't have a care in the world, a stone cold look. You know, what I see is people on their phones every single time. Self-assurance, self-reassurance people. People are very vindictive. People are very evil. People don't care about others, especially when it comes down to men. This man getting shot in the head is nothing more than what we're seeing of things to come. Alright? This just shows you right there that the demon semen is upon us. And you want to know something why I say the demon semen? This is going to really shock a lot of you guys out there. But a lot of women will blame the men that's involved in their lives of why they can't find a good person. They keep attracting these bad, evil men in their lives. Why they can't find themselves a good man. Well, here's the honest truth and the reason why most women can't find themselves a good man. And this is something that was taught to me from an OG. And he put this, he kind of pressed this message upon me. And this is going to shock a lot of you guys. The semen demon. Women are natural born carriers of DNA. They're naturally born carriers of producing babies. When a woman has sex with a man, she collects a man's DNA. There's certain type of chromosomes in a woman's body that's released. You ever had sex with a woman, fellas, and she gets really attached to you? Or let's just say she may not even be attracted to you at first, because there's nothing about you that makes her feel attracted to you. But somehow you guys end up having sex. Depending on how the conversation goes and depending on what you say or what you do in that moment. And let's just say sex was initiated. Once you have sex with a woman, you install that DNA in her. Rather she has multiple sex partners or not, part of your DNA is inside her. You don't necessarily have to put your sperm or your semen in her. You release off energy, men. You release off energy, which is testosterone energy that goes inside of her vagina. And she reciprocates what you put inside of her. This explains why a lot of these women have many different personality traits and mood swings. A majority of them could be very nasty, evil, vain, and cruel. And the reason for that is the multiple sex partners that a lot of these women have opened up their temple to. It's a little bit deep. Maybe some may not understand. Maybe some will get it. But there's reasons why women have these irrational eruption behaviors. Even if you're with a wife or even if you're with a girlfriend, she could be sleeping around with different men. Just study her and watch her actions. Watch the way she behaves. Watch the way she treats you, man. Just like the guy who got shot in the car. I'm not going to judge him for who he is, but I'm sure he was one of those demons at one time. You know, your Ray Rays, your Pookies. He was just one of them. She collected database. She slept with him, just like she slept with many different men. And a lot of them carry these demon semens in them. It's because women are not meant to, their bodies are not meant to sleep around with different men. These are the reasons why. Because women carry estrogen and different chromosomes in their bodies, which sets off a different reaction to different things. For instance, I'll make this as an example. When you meet a woman, she's not attached to you at first, right? She probably doesn't really want nothing to do with you at first until you start to say certain things that triggers her emotions, that will get her to want you. And when you do that, she'll open her legs to you, right? Once she gives up her poo-tang, and this is real shit, once she gives it up to you, she doesn't become in love, she becomes in lust. Maybe if you hit it like a couple of times, she becomes very, very attached and clingy towards you. Then she starts to take up different personality traits of you. Have you ever been with a woman that you've been with for a long time and you had sex with her, that she starts to even look like you? People even say, hey, you guys look alike. You will start to see her, she'll start to even carry some of your personality traits. It's because you've passed DNA data to her. I know this shit fucked me up. I had to really, really, really pay attention and listen. This is science, but it's also spiritual as well. This is why women cannot have multiple sex partners, because their bodies are not meant to produce so much DNA. We are not equal. We were never equal. You could say this is a sad situation what happened to this man, but this man knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what type of person he was. He knew who he was possibly dealing with. Maybe at the time for a man it's fun and games. But you ever see excuse me, you ever see sometimes where women say, well, I can't find myself a good man and I keep on dating these same type of guys. I need to break the chain. I keep dating these same type of men. Women will continue to date the same type of men because of the DNA that they carry with them. If they're fucking with a man has a bad spirit, who's evil, who has thuggery, fucked up intentions, she's going to carry whatever that man is. This is why, men, you see a lot of fucked up women. This is why a lot of women are angry. This is why a lot of women don't like men. This is why a lot of women are angry and upset with men. Because of the bad, poor choices that they make. A lot of women some of them are holding out on the vagina on certain type of men. But the men that she's chemically designed to have sex with, she will continue to have sex with the semen demon. Because she doesn't know how to break that chain. It's not our jobs, fellas, good men. It's not our jobs to be going around sleeping with these whores. Most whores carry a bad DNA. You could tell. Look at some of these women from their past. You could tell when women have been sleeping around with so many men, their faces look different. Their bodies start to shape different. They start to act very masculine, very controlling. This is what happens when you have the semen demon in you. The only thing we can do is teach women and show women, listen, this is what we see as good men. You need to stop dating these type of men. You need to stop dating these type of women. This is what you have to show these. This is what you have to show these women if they're willing to learn. I have a saying that every woman is a whore until she proves herself to me. And I'll continue to be that way. It doesn't mean that I'm bitter. It doesn't mean that I'm angry with women. It's because of my experiences that I deal with women. I don't trust women, and neither should anybody else. And women don't even trust each other. So go figure. You guys be on the lookout for tomorrow's show. It will end up be going live, speaking on selfish behaviors, speaking on men and women that will become lovers of themselves. We're starting to see it before our eyes. And if you guys don't see what I'm talking about, I will show you a visual of it in modern day forms. Anyways, make sure to like, subscribe, write your comments down. Share your experiences if you've dealt with the semen demon. I'm sure everybody's came across the semen demon before. I'm out.